Now, what you're about to see is a video game titled Growl. An obscure arcade game. It's also, like, the best, but it has so much flashing lights that you literally just cannot watch it if that's any sort of problem for you. Please be safe.
I'm so glad I'm not wearing my contacts for this. It would ruin my eyes.
Totally, yeah. This is, like, a special announcement that I've never had to do before, but it's literally that bad.
We are not kidding.
Yeah. But if you can handle it, it's worth it. The flashing is so bad that it actually makes me suffer, and I have no problems with that sort of thing. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. Brace yourself. By Taito.
Taito.
A nice friendly jingle. What's the worst that could happen? Oh my god, it's Growl. Everyone's exploding. Everyone's exploding and dying, including the viewers. So I first saw this game on the Slow Beef and Diabetes channel, where they're normally extremely critical and hateful of most video games, but they saw this game and just praised it from beginning to end, because it's one of the best games ever.
This game is insanity.
It's wonderful.
Like, we just did American McGee's Alice, which was very heavily drug-influenced. This game is drugs.
Yep. Great title, too. Just Growl.
The
Load up with credits.
Japanese version is Runark.
That's a weird title.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Me neither. One of us has to be Indiana Jones, I guess.
Yeah, I want everyone to remember this. This takes place in, like, the 1900s.
Yep.
This will be important.
Shabroom is the thing we're going to hear a whole lot. Oh, I should probably get my rocket launcher, my commando gun.
Music in this game is really good as well.
That's a subtle and easily missed aspect of it. Because this game's ridiculously loud.
Just walking around with a normal M16 machine gun in the 1900s. Yeah, no big deal.
Whipping a lion. That's going to be your final act.
And we help the lion, and then it tears up a bunch of poachers.
Yeah, it does. Animals are going to be doing just as much violence as us.
Arguably more so in some cases.
Yeah, and a lot of times. The whip is the best weapon in the game, and in pretty much any game. It's very Castlevania-esque. It attacks way behind you as well as all the way in front of you.
Oh, okay. I only get one
in a
life.
gargantuan arc. Yeah. Real quarter muncher. Maybe I should turn up the volume in case anyone is not hearing the music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. You watch my back.
Who's going to be watching mine?
The animals. Oh, I died.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly. Oh, we dropped down like bowling pins.
Yeah.
That thing just brings us down.
With a giant spike floor/ceiling thing.
Yep, that is so weird. So Growl.
Stop trying to make
Really
Growl
just throw
happen.
grenades at us. Yep. Oh, hit by a train.
Yep.
At least I fared better than the other people who got hit by a train.
You can punch people into the train.
Nice.
It is amazing.
Oh, the pipe's pretty damn strong, too.
Yep.
There's a lot of damage. I mean, this is a game that is largely weighted in your favor.
Oh, yeah.
It's still pretty hard, but it wants you to kill people very fast and very brutally.
The fact that there's usually somewhere in the region of about 10 enemies on screen at any one time.
Yeah, every single one of your swings It's so many people, deals so much damage. And then most of the enemies are throwing grenades all over the place, haphazardly, not even in your general direction. And every grenade blows up like 10 people. Jibbing them all.
I think the Japanese version actually shows a fair bit of blood, if I remember correctly.
This one's got a lot of guts. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Japanese version were even more brutal.
Not quite on the level of Night Slayers, but, you know, not too far removed either.
Yeah. I know there's also a censored version of this game with no guts exploding at all. And I want to say the Genesis version is, like, very toothless.
Yeah, the Sega version is about as neutered as you can get. But you can also, if I remember correctly, you can actually, like, in your pause menu, you can actually summon animal companions at will.
That's pretty amazing. See, what I wanted to do when I first saw this game was actually go through and, like, show off the entire game and then do, like, a highlight reel of the Sega version.
Yeah.
But that would have been too much work. Or not enough reward. Like, no one's gonna really watch this, sadly.
Yeah, we're
Their
having
loss.
fun. That's all that really matters.
Hell yeah. I mean, a handful of my beat-em-up videos have really taken off for some reason. But probably not this one. Not after I make it clear just how few people can actually watch it with all the flashing lights.
Yeah. Plus, the other stuff we've done has been stuff like The Punisher and Alien vs. Predator, so you've got name recognition there, if nothing else.
Yeah. This guy appears to not be taking damage. I should hit him with the truck that he keeps throwing around.
Oh,
no, he
never mind.
exploded.
I just hit him once, and he fell over
Yep.
and died.
He turned into limbs that are much smaller than the ones that were actually on his body.
Also, something that people might not notice, there are no stage transitions. Every stage in this game follows on from the previous one.
Yeah, there's a definite sense of flow that you don't get with a lot of beat-em-ups.
Yeah.
Especially not in
Really
this era.
Very nice. Very small touch, but a very nice one.
Yeah, it feels more like a Castle Crashers than a classic beat-em-up.
Yeah.
Even Castle Crashers had a menu screen. Which this one doesn't need. Yep. How are we supposed to duck these? Where's the duck button?
Jump, maybe?
I guess we're supposed to jump over them, yeah. Bonus stage. Free the most birds. You're preventing me from freeing the birds.
I feel like having an assault rifle to free birds is a bit unfair.
It's also a bit dangerous for the birds. Got the color-coded RGB squad. They need to calibrate their, what is it, greens, I think? Coming out yellow.
He goes to this motherfucker. I don't know what that
The color
means.
palette is very muted.
Yeah, it kind of works with the sort of semi-Indiana Jones thing that they're going for, kind of pulp adventure-y.
Mm-hmm. It does almost seem like an art style choice.
Yeah.
Almost. I want to be real generous. She had a potato masher in her bra.
Now, lady, when I
Don't
said
try that at home.
when I said you had explosive tatas,
Just
just
knee her in
hit her
the face.
What do you jerks think you're doing?
I love the voice acting.
Hey, you guys are dicks. You need to stop being bad to the animals. And then you just explode them with the World War I equivalent of a nuke.
Leave that antelope the fuck alone.
Destroy them, my gazelle friends.
I have no idea what the credit insert sound is.
I'm fairly certain he's saying,
Oh,
"Hey,
God.
come on."
That sounds
Hey, come
possible.
on! Hey, come on! Except it's because it's that kind of weird, very early, not quite proper recorded sound. It sounds like he's saying it with a blocked up nose.
Yep. For some reason, this locomotive was running on kittens. I don't know if anyone noticed that.
That's some proper environmental destruction right there.
True.
Well, were hamsters not evil enough for you? So I like how you swing the pipe like a machete.
Yeah, totally. Like they censored it out of being a machete.
I would not be surprised.
Because it does like 2-hit enemies.
Yeah.
And you don't have any grab moves, but when an enemy is on their knees begging, you can either like stomp them or grab them by the face and swing them back and forth.
Yeah, it seems like all the characters have their own style of execution.
Yeah. I've done like 3 different ones just with my guy. We were talking about Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, which is a game by a completely different company, but it looks almost identical, weirdly enough.
One of the Capcom CPS beat-em-ups.
Yeah,
Based on a fairly obscure comic series.
sure is. Which weirdly enough got its own RPG
Yeah.
released as well. Oh yeah, it even had a Saturday morning cartoon series. I just remembered.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was a whole load of action figures for it that I remember.
Yeah.
I think it was the same folks that did the Turtles cartoon.
That's about right. You gotta play Cadillacs and Dinosaurs sometime.
Oh, yeah.
And watch the cartoon.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, it's gotta have comparable voice acting to this. Actually, those Saturday morning cartoons all had, like, Rob Paulson and...
Rob Paulson, Jen Cummings,
Yeah, Jim Cummings was the one I was trying to pull. Good call.
God, what was the guy who played Leonardo in the Turtles cartoon?
I didn't watch enough Turtles to know anyone besides Rob Paulson, unfortunately.
Also did the voice of Liquid Snake in Metal Gear Solid. I'm completely blanking on the guy's name. And he
Chris
was
McNeil?
no. He was basically the Steve Bloom of his day, and he showed up in everything.
Johnny Young Bosch?
Nope, that was a couple of years later.
Yeah, Johnny Bosch didn't really hit until a few years after that.
Yeah, he was mid 90s. Cam Clark, that was it.
There we go.
My knowledge of 80s cartoon voice actors remains unbound. Also, these guys are really friggin' annoying.
Yeah, they're dramatically more difficult than entire crowds of other enemies.
There's a Cadillacs and Dinosaurs RPG. Tabletop RPG, we should say.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably Palladium brought it out because they had the licenses to all kinds of weird licenses, I guess, where we're going with that.
Yep.
Like the Robotech RPGs, which was different to was it Mech Warrior that had all the Robotech mechs in it?
Interesting. There was definitely a Robotech RPG
Several.
branded as such, yeah.
And
That was a
Mechton
popular
as well, which
Thing in the
basically every
almost hard to believe how popular Robotech was for a while there.
yeah, basically every half decent, half popular comic and cartoon in the 80s and 90s, well, early 90s, inevitably wound up having a tabletop RPG adaptation.
Yep.
It was like 3 different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones. One
Fueling the System Mastery podcast to this day.
one explicitly based in the comics and one explicitly based in the cartoons. Because they were that radically different. Yeah. But then everybody knows that these days. It's not exactly some kind of hidden knowledge.
True, yeah. These women are not throwing nearly enough bombs at us. I recognize this guy. It's Baghead Jason from early Friday the 13th.
Where's his chainsaw arms?
You don't want to know. Because he's mostly clothesline man. His primary mode of attack is the clothesline.
That's kind of lame.
It really is. It seems strategically sound to leave one of the ladies alive and just have her throw grenades at the boss. Because she will.
Team killing.
Humiliating him.
He is so intent in tearing you several new ones. He did not notice me punching him in the back of the head.
Oh no, spare his life. Like this pipe.
Yeah, if you'd like to be honest.
Eliminate him with his own pipe. And free the elephant. A Perfect Circle put out an album called Eat the Elephant.
Oh yeah.
And they hung a billboard that said, "Eat the Elephant out May 15th."
It was like they were asking people to take that out of context.
Indeed. Eat the Elephant out May 15th.
I mean, I've seen some artwork.
Yeah. That might be in relevant communities to see that same artwork.
I mean, so am I, but most of the time I wouldn't exactly say it's willing.
Yep. We spilled over.
Just,
Normie territory.
Oh god, what fresh hell is this now? It's really in front of my crab rangoon.
Thank God we don't have to fight a tank.
No, instead
Courtesy of the elephant.
But it's a clown tank instead.
What the fuck? Why are there 100 people in the tank? That defeats the purpose of a tank.
I'm not going to say this is the weirdest orgy I've been to, but it's certainly in the conversation. Ratulations.
Ratulations.
We haven't seen any
God.
rats yet. Stop taunting us.
So, apparently, the emulator has not spawned in the platforms we're platforming on.
Oh dear.
But you can see them there. It's a good thing we have infinite lives.
Oh, yeah.
This is the worst part of the entire game by a gigantic margin anyway. It's so bad that it was removed entirely from the Genesis release.
With good reason, I'm going to say.
Yeah. It's even worse when you literally can't see it, I will say. But it'll be over soon.
That's right, it'll all be over soon.
It seems like it just won't even try to stop us. Just throw lives at the problem until it's over.
The Russian solution. Just keep throwing men at it until the problem goes away.
Yeah. This is ridiculous, but at least we get to enjoy the background. All the bones floating through the lava.
Because lava does that, apparently.
Yep. It perfectly preserves your bones. Don't bother with cremation anymore. Just throw bodies in lava. Congratulations. Thank God that's over.
I really feel that should have had a question mark at the end.
Yeah. Congratulations / apologies.
Weird.
I love the finger pointing up. You don't see that in a lot of beat-em-ups.
Because we had to grab onto the noble eagle
Exactly,
and
yeah.
use it as a hang glider because that's a thing that you could do.
When you're this friendly to animals, yeah. Eagles will willingly swoop you into new territories
Take that.
after a
Frodo.
landslide. Yeah. You had to wait 9 hours of movie before that would happen.
Here we
Look at all
go.
those whips flying around. Like someone spilled a bowl of spaghetti.
The leather spaghetti. Nope, that sounds wrong.
Yeah. Now we got more of the fat guys.
I don't know for a fact that those guys are named something horrendous in the original version, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, you don't want to know. There is some not so mild racism to this game.
Shocking.
Yeah.
This game that is set somehow in both Africa and India at the same time.
Not just the flashing lights that have aged poorly. This guy brown bagged himself now. He looked way better with the original bag with a hole in it. Okay, he was briefly stun locked. Stagger it so that we get him with both of our bowling pin dispensers. How fast he can punch. Oh wow. He wrecked your day.
Oh yeah.
So he's had a really hard time doing that to me.
And that's the guy that I'm playing with the sunglasses is supposed to have the highest health and attack.
Weird to think that these characters are even supposed to have any sort of difference between them. Because
Yeah.
so far they felt identical.
I think one guy's marginally faster.
They even all look the same.
It's like there's meant to be 4 characters, and so far I can only count 3.
Yeah. They should have at least had one playable female character.
Just
For the
one
sake
of
of
the
variety.
one of the grenade ladies who's who saw Kitten once and was like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate my life to good now.
Totally. What the hell is this guy? The Joker / Penguin is here at the same time.
Eat that
The Joker and
baby.
Penguin have become one.
And he's also a cyborg with a grenade launcher
Well,
in
yeah.
his back, and has claws like Wolverine.
Yep. He's got it all. He's every comic book at once.
He's a serial killer with identity issues, I think.
And he can throw a tank. Which is admittedly pretty impressive.
And he's got
I
a
guess that
gun.
makes him part Bane as well. Oh, he's got a gun. Yep.
This is like someone's deviant ROC. They're just tossing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah. Who saw Everything Man coming in this game? You can't even like jump away because of that gun. I'm starting to feel that this gentleman is a bit unfair.
A little bit. Okay, yeah, can't pick up the tank, unfortunately.
Yeah, the tank's too much for us. He can handle it. But he's a cyborg. And he'll like shoot you as you're getting up.
Yeah.
Like the moment your get up animation ends, he's already shooting you. This fight alone is costing us like $5. Okay, he's finally winded. His human limitations have come into play, and he's dead. You couldn't have stopped by sooner, Elephants. Brushed
You're
everything,
gone.
man, for us. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, is this the final
moving.
boss that we're at? Yes!
Oh, God. It's Contra all over again.
Yeah, the final boss of this 1900s animal poaching game is a fucking alien!
Stole all the DNA from the Earth. Became the ultimate life form, is my headcanon.
Yeah, secretly this is a prequel to Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yep. The ultimate life form is Beat Spin.
I always suspected. Thank God they never released a sequel where we face off against Goatsy Man.
Yep.
Or Tub
And
Overlord.
then Georgia O'Keeffe. It's a band called Goat Semen, and
Somehow I'm not surprised, but go on.
they were on a tour poster, like a festival poster, and someone said everyone was talking about who they were most excited about on the poster, and one person said, "I'm especially looking forward to the Goat Semen," because Goat Semen, if you move the space,
Yeah.
spells Goat Semen. You can sort of like jump attack in and it will interrupt his spin. This kind of sucks as a boss.
Yeah. The fact that
Gameplay
the
wise.
fact you are suddenly going up against the God Emperor of Dune is hilarious, but yeah, not that great to fight.
Yeah, it just has one move. And it covers the entire level and it's basically unavoidable.
I mean, it's a very effective move, but
Yeah.
I know. I remember him running around the screen. I don't know if I was playing a different revision of the game or what.
Yeah, it could be a version difference. Some kind of glitch.
We did that shit all the time back in the day.
Oh, he's spinning. Please die, Graboid. Got our 3 hits in. How many hits could it possibly take?
3 days later.
Oh, he wiggled me down. Who keeps throwing those explosives?
I think he is.
That would make sense. Yeah, he definitely
Yeah, it's
is.
coming out his mouth.
They're flying out of his mouth. Okay, his wiggle has gotten more cone-shaped. It's slightly easier to avoid sometimes. He's turned to guts. Good riddance.
I'm here
Bad
now.
worms. Yep.
And all the animals are our friends.
We're animals too.
The evil king of the poachers.
That's what that worm was.
And harmony between man and nature has been restored forever.
Yep. To this day.
14.
See, that's what we need to do right now. We need to go find that goddamn worm and kill it.
Forget, Bush did 9/11. Aliens did the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
I mean,
the natural evolution.
I've got 100 quarters. I could throw myself at him.
Let's get a list of CEOs and start beating. That's all I'm saying. Oh, sorry, is that too real for YouTube?
I doubt it. If it is, then it's not too real for my channel. I will also especially thank Tamkin Onijust, Akira Fujita, Usei Irumust, and I do say that, Hyde-chan,
Greatest Hidehiro Fujiwara.
goddamn,
Tatsujiro Fujimoto. Now that's a made-up name.
true, yeah. I just wanted to dedicate it to somebody. Hey, but why is it written like that?
This
It's a
game is
Booger
just-
Man font.
Why?
That was Growl. And we're going back to the idle screen because I don't want to put anyone through any more flashing. But yeah, worth all these years of waiting.
Not a great game, but certainly a memorable one.
Yeah, I fucking love Growl. No regrets.